I had that on Sunday, man. I had that on Sunday. I was just talking to my wife. I'm just very white, just down there, just hey baby, hey baby, how you doing?
That sounded more Fat Albert.
That's more Fat Albert.
I don't think you're gonna woo any women with that.
No.
Hey,
I
baby.
just want to start singing the Over the Rainbow song.
Oh God. Somewhere over the rainbow. What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? I'm Brian Weller, and welcome on into the Player Space, where you get to hang out with some amazingly talented and really cool developer friends. Speaking of which, here's Brian Freyermuth.
Hi.
You nailed that intro.
Yeah, I nailed the intro, man.
Uh-huh. Somebody's a hammer because they're nailing it. Yep.
Hey, everyone.
Yeah. Hi there, people. Yeah, you just went stone cold. Just like hi.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing?
I'm Brian.
This is Brian. He's going to be our very excited guest today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just a little bit about myself. Just like that.
I mean,
Yeah, just a little bit.
Do you feel like they need a backstory? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go?
Yeah, I grew up in a little town in Colorado. And then spent my younger years just doing whatever.
That may be too far back.
Maybe too far back. My name is Brian. I'm a season designer here at Telltale Games, working right now on Minecraft Season 2. I've worked on Tales from the Borderlands, Guardians of the Galaxy, and about more than half of Minecraft Season 1.
All right, so A Block in a Hard Place, Episode 4.
I think the title from this came from just the fact that Season 3 ended on such a messed up cliffhanger.
Yeah.
That this was literally the Dark Night of the Soul.
Gotcha.
So I think that's where the name came from.
Yeah,
I love Ivor. Oh, I love Ivor.
Because, I mean, this is crazy because,
Ivor's awesome.
we had close to the ending of the previous episode. It was very like, yes, we've done it, oh my God. And then, but it's all like, typically, and I don't think at that point in time we had said yet that we were going to do a full 8-episode season.
No, I don't think so.
We were still planning on the 5. So
Yeah.
even at that point in time, you're like, sorry, you do remember there's still 2 episodes left, right? No, I'm sorry. It's not going to be 2 more episodes of just, sunshine and unicorn farts.
Well, this one was interesting because this was one of the only Telltale games where we actually were told to wrap up the story at 4.
Interesting.
So we're actually wrapping up the story at the end of this one. And the next one is kind of a one-off. Episode 5 ended up being kind of a one-off that led to the DLC.
That is very unique. I
Yeah.
mean, as you guys know, we don't do that. So that's pretty crazy. So yeah, I like how
So it looks like Ellegaard died. It looks like Ellegaard died.
It's also, it's one of those kind of things that literally, when I was here with John, it's like, who do we choose? And he was literally like, oh, this person's armor's cool. Let's just take that. Like, wow. Stone cold, man.
Yep, that person's armor. Ooh, I really liked hers. It's like all red and stuff. Looks really good on my character.
Because you have the cooler armor. That's a little cold. And we just jump right into it.
Yeah, we just jump right in. I mean, this was one of our big action set pieces.
They just look like bloated blocks from hell.
So,
hey, Dave.
So that's Gabriel who's sick in this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. Petra for us. Oh.
Okay. No, it's Gabriel. It looks like it might have reset. Oh no. Oh no, because that's Gabriel sick.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Or no. I think Gabriel's he lost his memory.
Yeah, he lost his memory.
Okay, so it isn't.
Okay,
good.
I
think we're still good.
All right, yeah, because in ours it's been Petra who's.
It has been quite a while since I've seen
it. I mean it's a few years accessing.
It's Telltale years, which means like dog years. It's like 7-8 years, something like
that. So here's a question I love to ask, especially the designers, because you guys are some of the first boots on the field, as it were, when it comes to these episodes and everything else. What were some of the biggest things that you remember that had to change? We of course have the first rev. We go in, whether it's playing it first or whatnot, and then comes back is like, boop 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 boop. Need to change this. Da, 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 da. So what were some of the things that happened story-wise that really did change the most in this episode? That you
will be very surprised on how much didn't change.
Really?
In this one.
Really?
it was fascinating to me because when I was on Borderlands, man, that thing just changed.
That was a roller coaster.
That was a roller coaster of changes and everything else. And then I got on this one, and I think it was because we were basically making this episode the same time we were making episode 3 almost. And so we were getting a lot of their changes in right in the same time that we were just rolling with it and just rolling in.
Okay.
We did have to redo like the intro. You'll see a cave scene coming up. We did have to redo that about 3 or 4 times because there was a couple characters in episode 3. Like Ivor was supposed to show up all the way in episode 3.
Oh, really?
And they ended up not. They ended up pulling him because it was getting too complicated from a narrative standpoint. So we had to kind of change all of his intro stuff at the beginning of this. Later on, you'll see a maze in the Far Lands that expanded, went from tiny to huge, back to tiny, back to huge again. But other than that, yeah, I was really surprised by the end of this how much, especially through the scoping process and everything, how much of this actually stayed pretty similar to where it was at first.
So real quick, Petra's the sick one, so
Petra.
we've got Petra.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Well, we should just always pick Petra. That's what our fans do. We might as well just do it like our fans at that point.
Or anything. It's fine. No.
It has been amazing whenever you put a choice between Petra and anyone else in this series, they will always pick Petra.
Oh, of course.
You have to literally put like the world is on fire and about to explode, or you say Petra in order to get the other choice on any Petra choice.
Well, you know, she's
it is
a girl.
amazing. Well, I love just Ashley Johnson.
Oh God,
she's just awesome in this.
Oh no, explodies.
So this was something new that we were doing. Because if I don't know if anyone remembers, but the last time we did any kind of free run kind of thing like this was like the first episode. I think there might have been one other one that was kind of in like 3 maybe.
Save that chicken.
But this was also the first time where we actually get the smack stuff. I was very happy about that. Get to feel more like a game.
Now, was there any time like as we're kind of going through this, you're like, okay, we did actually have to add this interaction because things were getting a little too like you needed that more? Because I know that's a big thing. Is like while we're playing through, like the player hasn't had a chance to actually interact with the story or have a say in anything yet. So got to get that in there. So
well, for this actually, all the button presses to attack creatures. That was just something that we were just going to try because it was just like a normal free run and we were just dodging stuff and we're like, yeah, but you got a sword.
Yeah.
What if you're like able to smack stuff and kill stuff?
So what was behind the Enderman like actually attacking the monster?
So that was a funny thing because that was before even I got on, was the whole spoilers, the Enderman taking apart the Witherstorm and being attracted to him. That was kind of a tenet before I came on, but it was kind of a question and up in the air on why and how.
Yeah.
So I know John talked about in the last episode about how they had this big thing where the end was supposed to be on fire and that they were supposed to flood the entire end. Well, that was supposed to come about in this episode, that was supposed to be like a direct result of the end flooding, was the Enderman coming out and attacking the Witherstorm.
Yeah.
Well, that got taken away from episode 3. So we were kind of left with well, they just don't like the Witherstorm because they like blocks, and I think what we finally ended on was all the I-beams because Endermen are attracted when you look at them. So I think a lot of what we ended on was the fact that you now have 20,000 eyes. I can't even 20,000 eyes.
Can we go back?
I was trying to count there, and I'm like. There's like 6 per 18 eyes or something.
I'm not one to judge. My math sucks too.
It's instantaneous math
school.
is where yes, very much so. Stay in school, kids.
Don't be like game designers.
Yes, don't be like game designers. Stay in school. Do your math. Do your homework.
Don't be like us two either. Be a content programmer, okay?
Yeah,
trust me.
Exactly.
We're not going to get into the reasons why, but just trust me on this.
Yes, just be a programmer. Don't be a designer. Don't be writers. Now, this scene was also interesting because our writer was Brad Kane, and he had just rolled off of Game of Thrones. And so, yes,
so
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones this thing?
And so I would have to say, I love this episode, but everyone who plays it will notice it's a little darker, which was supposed to be. Because like I said, this was supposed to be the dark night of the soul. This was supposed to be all hope is lost and all that kind of stuff.
Which makes everyone happy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we don't live off the tears of our fans.
No.
No. I'm not saying don't bottle those up and send it to us at all. But.
Oh, like the ending of this one?
Yeah, by the way, once again, his Twitter is this.
Oh, ooh, yeah.
There we go. That's where you want to send all the love.
All the love for the ending of this episode.
The kind...
We will talk about that when we get there.
Kind words that are just going to be falling upon you.
Just going to be raining down upon my head. Oh, Lord.
You're just going to be over there like someone's pelting you with quarters. Like, ow.
Oh. But you will notice even this scene especially, and as we go on, that the tone was definitely darker. The tone was definitely more serious. And I like to give Brad crap that this was his Game of Thrones Minecraft episode because. Fuck like Egyptian. Shout out the '80s, man. With this one.